a guy like me to watch, as you noted. And if there's something else that we both know that these teams take pride in, it's how well their defense have done at controlling games and putting them in a position to win. Something else they're proud of, though, how high they rank in the league. And they're trying to use this game to move up in those rankings and become the top defense in the league.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Charger offense makes its way out for the first time in this ball game, and leading the way, already a star in just his third season, it's Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I can do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when there are bodies on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
They started up, and right away he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
49ers offense trots out for their first series, and they're led by the third overall pick for the 2021 draft out of North Dakota State, Trey Lance.
And so often when you've stolen a possession, as they just did there,
on the first play,
picking up the fumble, the natural inclination is to attack, go after them big. Sometimes what you just want to do is put the ball in the hands of one of your best players in one of their favorite plays and establish your dominance that way.
Davis Price on 1st and 10.
And he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Second down, here's Davis Price.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Charger drive about to get going. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Brought him a little extra space. On second down, Eckler won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
From the 25 on second down, Lance. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The result, a first down as a quick slant gets him 14.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route.
Eligible receiver downfield.
Bobby Massey, right tackle, called for the penalty there.
Still first down. Ready.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Gets it out wide to Davis Price.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. We're scoreless after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Austin Johnson gets the sack defensively.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football. DeAndre Carter back deep. Pulled in at the 20. Now a hit and a loose football. Shoves him aside near the 35. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. they got to figure out how to get coordinated.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
What's not cool about the gain there on second down? That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
3rd and 2, Herbert. Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Here we go, Jack.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Here's Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Herbert, he dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Herbert now. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Nick Bosa. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Lance going to throw.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Davis Price will try to pick it up.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
What were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Shotgun and then a handoff to Davis Price.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Now Lance. Well, Lance throws the interception, his 3rd.
Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at the 40.
He'll hand off here to Eckler.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
Here's Herbert.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. From the 6. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
We'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. From midfield, here's Lance. And returns it right back to Samuel. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On play action, Lance.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
Play action, now it's Lance.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back.
On 1st down, it's Herbert.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter.
Oh! 4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Now it's Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. Shifts by him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The offense on 3rd down tonight. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, second down. Here's Herbert. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw here, Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Lance. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Blocked incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line.
A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
Desperation time here. Lance.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Hey, green. Black ultra.
Lance looking to throw it.
Caught on a slant. Touchdown 49ers.
Danny Gray.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And the drive culminated with the Danny Gray touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. For the Chargers offense back out and ready to go.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Up the middle with Eckler. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. He'll get this up awfully close to a first down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shy. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So Lance and the Niners down 13-7, 55 seconds remaining. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Lance back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by J.C. Jackson, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was.
Yeah. Should I stand out for you?